everyone, I'm Eszter Kovacs, the co-founder of Drone Talks, and here today I'm at the Maxon office in Obwalden in Switzerland. So it's a beautiful location. Today the weather a little bit rainy, so we cannot see the mountains, but you know, it's in the middle of the Alps. I'm very excited to be here, and I am welcoming here Roger Willliger, who is the head of business unit for aerospace. Hi, Roger.
Hey, Eszter. Welcome to Maxon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm super excited, as I mentioned before, because it's the first time for me talking with a motor manufacturer company. I've seen a lot of time Maxon motors advertised and seen at trade shows, but what Maxon does exactly, if someone doesn't know, and how is the company looks like?
All right. So we're basically a motion control solution provider. You would see it here, basically. So we provide precision electro drives like electromotors, gears, sensors, and control solutions to customers all around in the industry. Originally coming from the canton of Obwalden, from this beautiful central Swiss valley. And meanwhile, we have 40 locations all around the globe, very international, 6 production sites, a lot of sales units, and a very engineering-focused company that really likes to do technology projects with customers.
That's very interesting. So what industries are you in currently, and what's your favorite? You are head of the aerospace, so I guess aerospace is close to your heart.
Yes, so we have medical devices business unit, then industrial automation, mobility solution, aerospace, and intralogistics. And that's right, I'm responsible for aerospace. By heart, you know, it's a special story. I'm a mountain biker, so I'm really sometimes challenged because I really like our Maxon bike drive, which is, you know, product of a mobility solutions business unit. Yeah. But I'm also, you know, I'm invested into aerospace since 2015 with Maxon and really love it. Yeah.
So just back to that, bike story, what you mentioned, when we enter into the building, we saw the beautiful, Maxon powered bicycle. Mm-hmm. So is it something how popular is that? Or if I want to say in the bike industry, every single bike powered by Maxon, or how does it work?
So not yet. I think the e-bike drives, they developed in the last probably 7 years or so. Mm-hmm. First as very heavy bikes, and Maxon was not very interested and invested into it. And then recently, I would say the last 4 or 5 years, lighter mountain bike drives and road bikes came to the market, and this matches very well Maxon with its very light and efficient motors. And we got invested into it, and now provide a few suppliers with bike drives, and they're building amazing products. I wrote them personally, and I really enjoy it. Everyone should test it.
That's something which really surprised me, because when Maxon name came to my mind, I thought about these industrial solutions, and something out of this. It's really like consumer focused. That's really great. So you are head of aerospace, right? Mm-hmm. So before I came here, I did my homework. I read this beautiful article about the aerospace activities, and your solution went to the space in multiple use cases, right? So absolutely. Can you share something about that project? I'm very excited to see that.
There's a lot of projects in space, actually. So, Maxon got, I think the first Mars mission we provided with drives in 1997, which is, the Pathfinder mission of NASA. And since then, we've been participating actually every Mars mission from NASA and also from ESA. Yeah.
Wow.
And just recently, I think it was last year or the year before, we participated the Ingenuity, which was the first flying object on Mars, which we supplied with small drives for the pitch orientation of the blades. Yeah.
With a sign Swiss made, there on the, side.
We were heavily invested into this. This was an amazing project.
That's amazing. So you manufacture those devices here in Switzerland?
Yep.
So just out of interest, why do you manufacture steel in Switzerland if you have so many locations around worldwide? Why here in the valley those products manufactured?
Yeah. So 60 years ago, the company started here. Our owners, the Brown family, they founded this site and gradually expanded it. And they built a very successful team here locally and expanded to all over the world. Meanwhile, we have production sites in also other countries, which is necessary for a larger company with a diverse footprint. But still, this site here is, has key knowledge, especially in motor production, and we have some of the best engineers on the planet for motors, I would say. Very proud of it, and hence, some of the key projects are still started here, sometimes maybe copied or moved outwards. This is always dependent on the business case.
But the knowledge is here, and the engineering is one of the assets.
A lot of the knowledge, not everything, but a lot of it is here. Yeah.
That sounds great. So the other question is that this ISO certification, what you received, and I read about it. You, Maxon, find quality, is a top focus for your products, and I know your products, I think we're going to have a look on them soon, are created for long life, and you received this ISO certification as well. So what's the mindset behind? So you believe in quality over quantity, I guess, at Maxon. That's the no. You could cut this out.
It's not really a trade-off we seek. We'd like to have high volumes and high quantity.
Okay.
Definitely, okay. So, like I said before, we're structured into different business units, and most of the business units, they have a specific quality assurance certificate. In medical, we have another one. It's called ISO 13485, medical devices quality assurance. And in aerospace, we have, like you said, the EN 9100 certificate. And I think, it's just a commitment that is required to be active in a certain market. You speak the language of the customer. You focus your organization not only in quality of production, but also in engineering and procurement around the requirements of an industry. And that's why Maxon got it.
That's great. So it's a focus area of Maxon. That's great. And why drones? This question comes obvious talking to Drone Talks team. So Maxon, why did you decide to enter into the drone industry, and what do you see in it?
Yeah. So a while back, around 2015, we received inquiries from very interesting customers for very interesting business cases. And at the time, we couldn't satisfy those. We didn't have the solutions ready. But it started a thinking process at our company. And then around 2019 or so, when the business unit was really getting the setup we have today with resources, we explored the niches we could exploit in future, and drones was one of them. We found it very interesting and gradually expanded our solution and focus on it.
Roman, what is in your hand?
That's actually an EC87 flat. That's basically the first drone motor we built at Maxon. It's designed for professional drone applications. It has, depending on the probe, but you can achieve up to 10 kilograms of thrust and continuously like 6 kilograms. And it's a robust, it's a rigid design. It's designed for high environmental protection and then, of course, efficiency.
So, you sell this product already, right? It's on the market.
It's on the market already.
How long is that product on the market?
I think it's a couple of years now.
Okay.
It's already available, since a couple of years.
And what's the feedback? The honest feedback about it.
Of course. People like the robustness of the motors, long lifetime of the motors, so they don't have to replace it like all couple of hours. Yeah. And that's where they're really happy. And because of the design we made, it's protection against harsh environments, so you don't have problems there. So that's what they really like.
You know, I just learned here, you know, on the way coming in, that Maxon Motors is really going back to the history, and what you do is very similar concept like you do for other applications. So there is this very good practice already, you know, and you didn't need it to really invent a wheel here. You already implemented the already existing learnings and solutions to this, right? This is one of the key of Maxon.
Exactly, that's what Roger already has mentioned. Like
Yeah.
we have a heritage
Yeah.
on good or well
Yeah.
the best quality of motors, so we can really absorb this knowledge and well develop something similar but still new. Like this one is an EC80 flat. It's a flat motor. We have that in our portfolio, but it's like something new for a new market, new application, and
Tailored for the need.
tailored for the need. Exactly.
Tailored for the need. What's this?
That's an ECX 32 flat.
Yeah.
It's based on our standard portfolio motor, and we adapted it exactly for the need of drone applications. So we changed the shaft, we changed the flange, and we implemented an adapter to attach the propeller. And also we tweaked the winding a bit to be more to have a higher KV, higher speed constant, which is a key for drone applications.
So compared to a cheaper version, just, you know, for my own education,
Sure.
Why is that? Why is this better? You know, then I buy and I don't know, I just go to one of the Chinese manufacturer, I can say it out, you know, it's my own show, and you know, I get one from there on thousands of them shipped to myself. Why should I buy this motor?
So if you do the entire calculation, you will end up being cheaper with our motors in the end eventually. And have you thought about like certification, or if you tackle those topics, you need to have like a traceable, sustainable supply chain. You need to have minimum variety in terms of like if you production a lot, you have different motors and they should vary very little. And those are all key elements that we as Maxon can provide.
And you know, I think this is exactly the case when you want to use something in every weather condition for a long-term period. This is where Maxon comes into the business, right?
Absolutely,
this
yes.
Seems like
it's like the professional, harsh environment.
Harsh environment.
Where we can offer like a unique solution.
Tested in Switzerland,
tested in Switzerland.
5 minutes ago,
with
just
this weather, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where we can play our USPs. Right?
Okay, what's this? And it's so light. I'm telling you, I expected something heavy, but it's not. It's not heavy at all. So when we need to calculate the drone payload that plays in the co-occasion, so what's this?
By the way, you can even remove the case.
Okay.
It's even lighter then. But yes, this is an UAV ESC speed controller, and it's also, as also all the motors, designed for It's designed for professional drone applications. This one is specifically designed to be efficient and also have like the drone CAN interface. So you have telemetry feedback, and it's compatible with, for example, Auterion or Pixhawk.
Yeah.
And
it's already in use as well.
It's already in use, and you can already order it. Also the CAN version, you can already order.
On the
website,
like 1,000 of them. So it's amazing, and that's a drone.
Yes, exactly.
I recognize it. Let's just pick it up.
Good.
Yeah, can we pick it up? I think
sure.
The whole drone, you know. That's good, I recognize a drone. Huh? Joking here. So which part is Maxon made?
Maxon made are the motors.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the same we saw before, yes. And also the ESC. That's now without the housing. To be more light or lighter. And everything else, that's Auterion.
Yeah.
Auterion, and that's like a standard carbon fiber frame.
Okay, so I have a feeling you collaborate with a lot of other Swiss companies. So you would say you have great partnerships.
Absolutely, we have great partnership with Auterion.
Yeah.
For example, to develop the whole drone can algorithm or framework. That was done with Auterion together. And we collaborate not only with Auterion, a Swiss company, but also with Mejzlik, for example, propeller manufacturer, well known. And there we can, with their help, we can design the most efficient propulsion system.
But this is what I love in your company. You know, in my opinion, during this past couple of years, startups tend to think they can do everything themselves. And I think this is a very strong failure point, because end of the day, you are a startup, you share your resources instead of focusing on and be like, you know, really a main provider of one thing. And I think Maxon is really positioning it very well with the motor. So you're not going to start to produce propellers, right? Even if people would buy from you, or what's here the strategy?
Actually, we have a propeller in our portfolio. However,
maybe let's cut out.
No. You're good. However, we don't have the knowledge about all the aerodynamics. We don't have the competences here. So that would be something very new, and we would invest, well, a lot to acquire that. So we buy basically the propeller blades and assemble them in-house to have like Maxon propeller. So this knowledge is still out, well, it's not in the company yet.
Yeah, that's
where that's, I think, what you mentioned before, like we take the knowledge from the best ones and implement what we can or collaborate with them.
But this is exactly what others should do with your motors, in my mind. You know, take the knowledge from the best ones, like Maxon, and incorporate it to the solution.
Exactly.
So it's great to see you collaborate with so many other, you know, players in the industry. And just, you know, my last question is, in your experience, how do you feel about these collaborations? Or was it difficult to get into this, you know, market and ecosystem and set up those partnerships and try to understand together what you can do? Or is it something which naturally came for Maxon because you were already very strong in collaboration on other industries?
Collaboration with other companies worked quite well. And we haven't had any big hurdles, big challenges. Yeah,
amazing.
So there we can, with their help, we can design the most efficient propulsion system.
Marco will explain me who buys Maxon products in the drone industry. So hi, Marco.
Hi, Eszter. Good to have you here.
Thanks. So I'm very excited to learn where are the Maxon products currently flying around, you know, the world. So can you share me maybe one of your clients?
Of course, with pleasure. So there are today many customers testing the products already. So there's a testing engineering phase, but there's one company called Flybotix. They are based in Lausanne. And early on, we entered a collaboration with them. We needed to learn a lot. It's a new industry for us, and that's why we could partner up with them and develop a very unique motor. It's this one here.
You partner, you develop this for them?
Exactly. So for us, you know, it was crucial to understand what it takes developing a motor, what is important in a drone, and they were looking for a reliable partner they can realize their specific designs. That's how we came together and could partner up, and I think it runs very well because their drone is in use. They distribute it globally. It's a 1.5 kilogram drone, and they do indoor inspection. So it's all about flight time, quality, reliability. So it was a perfect match.
So how does it work if I'm a drone company or I have a drone company and knock on your door and say, can you develop a motor tailored to my needs? Or what does it look like?
Yeah, I mean, in this particular case, yes, there was a match. There was this connection made. We had discussions. We're looking at individual needs, what they need. Is there a fit to us? Can we realize helping them achieve their goals? And if there is a fit, we come up with a product.
Okay, but that's going to be your product, so you can sell it, or this is going to be owned by them, this product what you develop?
You know, this is really a business decision that throughout the collaboration is defined all together with individual parties. In this particular case, it's so unique, so special. I doubt it fits somewhere else. It's very much tailor-made.
But this is amazing to hear that Maxon is, you know, really flexible and really adapt to the needs of the clients. So it seems like you have this mindset, you know, of client first.
Yeah, that's the history of Maxon. That's what we do in every industry. You see here the products, the catalog products, but in fact, almost every product we deliver is somehow customized to the application or to the customer.
Yeah.
So that's in our DNA.
To do that. And the other question of mine, you know, you mentioned there is a lot of testing going on around. Do you think if you want to step back, you know, and assess the industry, are we still in a testing phase, or what's Maxon experience general with the drone ecosystem, or do we start to get, you know, to production and commercialization?
Yeah.
Are we still not there when we try to find the best solution and still testing?
I think it very depends on where drones are used, what's the application. So there are different level of maturities in the market. If you think about agriculture, flying over your own property, it might be more mature than it is delivering packages to somebody's garden. So it's the maturity depends on the application, but still there's some testing ongoing. We still try to figure out how to integrate drones in our daily lives. So that's my take of it.
That sounds really great. And you know, when I entered to the building, I saw this device, you know, this motor, which maybe if we could pick up. Yes. And you mentioned me that this is for warehouse. So can you tell me what is this? Because I'm super excited to see Maxon does so many things which I never imagined. So where do they use this, and what is this?
Yeah, so this is we call it a wheel drive.
Yeah.
So it's a complete wheel with everything you need to drive it electrically. So it has a motor inside, and it's automated warehouse, as you say. So it's ground robotics that automatically pick up goods and bring it to the delivery place.
Amazing, wow. So, you know, I see you are everywhere in every industry. It's like warehouse, drones, aerospace, medical, you're covering all. Thank you so much.